Okay, it's Monday, March 24th. Um, I had my big breakthrough for marketing strategy for online stuff. And so I'm going to go over that really quick, and then I'm actually going to spend the rest of tonight kind of getting at it on that strategy. And the so first off, the flyers weren't working right, and I needed something that was online and it was free and that was like scalable. I also thought of the requirement that it has to be local. Like I can't do things online if it's getting people from like all over like the United States or whatever, because it's not really helpful to me if I have 100 users across the country. I have to have like 100 users in this county, like in this city. Um, so yeah, those were my requirements for whatever I'm going to do next. And I just had the breakthrough today of what it was because, again, this is just another, I guess, perk of Utah culture. I've mentioned people get married young in Utah. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to get married in their earlier 20s, mid 20s. And because that's the case, there is this whole subculture in Utah of girls who are wedding photographers. And most people who want to be photographers in Utah start out doing like wedding photos and wedding videos. And it's a pretty, I think it's a pretty easy gig to start yourself. Like you just have to have a friend who's getting married and they pay you, and then you start your own Instagram account, and then you get clients slowly, and then you kind of grow from there. So because it's kind of easy to do, it's grown, and it's a really competitive space actually. There's like tons and tons of girls out there who ranging from like girls in high school to like girls in their 30s who have been doing it for a while, who all are trying to fight for uh, the like wedding market in Utah, where they just want to take your photos and take your videos and all that stuff. Lucky for me, all of those people are on Instagram, and they post all of their work on Instagram, and they're tagging people who they photographed who are young married couples, or like people who are just getting married, or they just got engaged and they took their engagement shoot, their photo shoot. And so my big brain, after letting this simmer for a few days, realized that all I have to do is sit down, find, make a list of like the hundreds of wedding photographers here in Utah, go through the last year of their work, and I will find people who have been married or engaged in the last year. And then I just have to message those people and say, hey, congrats on getting engaged, or um, congrats on getting married. I just made an app for people who are newly engaged or married. There are people on the app in Utah County who are your age and who are looking for friends. And it's perfect because the whole idea of the app of Double Date started after I got married, after I graduated from college. And I got married, and I realized that once you get married, you move to a new place, and you don't have, hold on, you move away from all your friends, and you're kind of in a new phase of life, and you kind of want new friends who are also in a similar phase of life. So if I could find people who are in a transition where like they're getting engaged or they're getting married, or even people who are taking pictures for getting pregnant, um, um, that's the prime market. Like those are the people that I want on the app. And I think they're the people who are most likely to try out the app. So that's my strategy. Put together a list of people who are photographers, and then message all the people that they've tagged in their posts. So that's the idea. I think there's one thing I need to do first, which is I don't have any content on the Instagram page for the app yet. So I have to like, I don't know, make 20 posts about double date ideas or about the app or whatever. So that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight is try and just think of all the content I need to post on the account first to make it look legit. Then I'll maybe text some friends and ask them to follow the account just to have a few followers. And then it's gonna be making lists of photographers here in Utah and just scraping the names from their accounts and just messaging people and doing cold messaging. Um, I feel kind of fortunate because I had a small stint with the sales team of my company last year, and that's totally prepared me for cold messaging because what part of what I did was cold emails and cold LinkedIn messaging. So this is not unfamiliar to me, and the grind of one-to-one cold outreach is like I know what I'm getting myself into. So this feels really good. It feels like I could do this also for the next year, and it might be really, really slow. I might get one download out of every 100 messages. But if I did 100 messages a week, then after a year, it's 50 downloads. Um, After 2 years, it's 100 downloads. And hopefully it just scales after that. So, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.